What's up? How are you? I hope that you guys are having an amazing day today. Let's go ahead and go through my concealer drawer. I've been wanting to do a little declutter for a very long time, and I actually have my camera set up the perfect way right now. So let's go ahead and see what we have here and what I can declutter. And I don't think it's going to be a lot, to be quite frank with you. I actually love concealers. But yeah, let's go ahead and see what we can do. Right, so the first ones that we're going to talk about are these ones right here. I absolutely remember loving this concealer so much. This one is the Shape Tape from Tarte, the original one. I absolutely fell in love with it. I would not use any other concealers but this one's right here. Recommended to so many people. So here we have a tan and this one is a medium. Let me tell you, the coverage is so beautiful. I do want to keep them because I want to make sure that I am testing them out and see if I still feel the same way. So I will be keeping these ones. So these ones are the Panmcraft Concealers, and I absolutely love this concealer so much. I think it is absolutely beautiful on the skin. This one is L13 from Panmcraft, and this one is L11. It's a little bit more peachy. I do want to get something that is a little bit brighter than these two right here, especially when we go more on the fall winter, but for now they are working out, so we are keeping those. I also love this one here, which is from Dior. This is the Forever Skin Concealer. This is so gorgeous. I do have mine in the shade 3N, and this concealer is super beautiful. It is really nice and hydrating. It's just absolutely gorgeous, and I love this concealer so much, especially when my skin is not doing so well. I tend to reach for this concealer. Right, so I actually found this concealer in my collection, which is from Makeup Revolution. I don't remember how it actually performed, to tell you the truth, but I don't see myself reaching for this concealer, so I am going to declutter this one. This one is the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer, and I don't know if they still have these ones available, but it is in the shade 385, and I remember really liking this concealer, so I am going to keep it. I have another one in the shade 370. This one is a little bit more neutral than 385. Let me see if I'm going to keep both of them. Yep, I am. All right, so I have all of these from Revlon. They were actually kindly sent to me. I did have a bigger selection, but I just gifted them to my friends. I still have not been able to test these ones right here, so I am going to be testing them out and see how it actually works. So stay tuned for that. All right, so I have these two from Laura Mercier, and this one right here I absolutely love, especially for like the no makeup days. This one is in the shade 3N. I do have another shade, but I actually have it in my backup drawer just because I think that it's going to be a little bit darker than this one, which it would work now that I am a little bit more tan. This one is also from Laura Mercier, and this one is the Flawless Fusion Ultra Long Wear Concealer, and this is what it looks like. This is super lightweight, but it gives you a really nice coverage. I absolutely love this concealer so much. For again, the no makeup days, love this concealer. We have this one right here, which is from Dominique Cosmetics, and this is really new to my collection. It has this metal applicator, and it is in the shade Creme Brulee. Love the feeling of this metal applicator. And here we have the coverage. It claims to be full coverage, and I think that it does a really nice job to give you like a really solid medium buildable, but it's really nice and hydrating, and I do like this concealer. Here we have one of my favorite concealers, which is the Born This Way concealer, and this one is in the shade Golden Beige. I love this concealer. I love the tone. I love how easy it is to blend. The coverage, it is absolutely gorgeous, and yeah, I need to use it a little bit more. I've been kind of neglecting my favorite concealers just because I've been testing out so many new concealers. But yeah, we have this new Givenchy concealer that I tested out not too long ago, and I gotta say that it's not my favorite. It's super lightweight. I do have mine in the shade 16, and it is just too lightweight for me. Like it doesn't give me the coverage that I really want. As you can see, like it's a little patchy. It's just not the best concealer in my opinion. It does give you some type of coverage, but it's just not the best coverage. So I am a little sad that I actually purchased this concealer. We have the Anastasia Beverly Hills concealer. This one is so good, and I do have mine in the shade 10. So nice and creamy, really full coverage. You can use this one as a foundation as well. It reminds me a lot of the Shape Tape now that I am swatching it, but it is super nice, hydrating, really, again, full coverage. Love this one. I'm not doing a good job at all. Alright, so one that I know that I'm going to get rid of for sure is this one right here from Maybelline, and this one is the Fit Me Concealer. I just don't see the hype on this concealer. I try to use it so many times. It's just too lightweight for me. I just feel like it's not giving me the coverage that I want, and I just feel like I'm building it up a little bit too much. I know that some people really love this concealer, but I just don't understand why, so I am going to finally get rid of it. This one right here is from NARS and is the Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Ginger. And I'm not gonna lie, I actually feel exactly the same way with this concealer. I just feel like I'm constantly having to build it up so much. It does end up looking really nice and beautiful, but I feel like I have to build it up so much. It's not like a one swipe kind of situation to give you the coverage that you want. You do have to build it up, but it is a nice color and it does give you a really nice coverage after you build it up for a little bit. This one on the other hand, which is also from NARS, and this is the Soft Matte Concealer. I also have mine in the shade Ginger. I absolutely love this concealer. It's just a different story. It does give you so much coverage. It just blends into your skin super nicely. It's really close to my skin tone, so sometimes I just, you know, spot conceal my cheeks where I have a little bit of redness and discoloration, and I'm good to go, and I love this one. All right, so this one is the NYX Dark Circle Concealer, and I never really liked this one. I tried it several times and for some reason I just felt like it was not doing its job, so I am going to finally let it go. So I have these two right here from Fenty Beauty. I love these ones so much. I do have Butter and Peach, and I do already have those swatches. This one is Butter and this one is Peach. Really nice, super lightweight. I love to wear these ones, especially when I am wearing tinted moisturizer or just to correct a little bit of my skin and to brighten my under eyes. This one is perfect. I have these two right here, which are called the Prep and Prime highlighters, and I have one in the shade Light Boost and the other one is in Forest Cast. I remember loving this one right here, like so good. This one is Forecast, and then this one was my favorite, Light Boost. I haven't used this ones in a very long time, but it does remind me a lot of the ones that I just showed you from Fenty Beauty because they are super lightweight and it gives you like the perfect amount of brightness, and you can definitely color correct with these ones. It's just so good. So this one is Light Boost from MAC and this one is Butter from Fenty Beauty. It gives me the same kind of vibe. What? Super weird. And this one is in Forecast. Let me just put Peach right next to it. Yeah, Peach is definitely going to be a little bit more like orangey, less peachy. Crazy. All right, so we have the Triple Fix Full Coverage Brightening Concealer from LYS. Really nice, beautiful formula. I don't think it's full coverage. This one is in the shade MG5. Really nice shade for me in particular. Oh my goodness, but it feels so nice and hydrating. Super gorgeous coverage. It gives you a really nice, solid, medium, borderline full coverage. Not full coverage, but yeah, really like this one for sure. Love this one. This one is from Charlotte Tilbury and it is the Magic Away Liquid Concealer in the shade 7. This packaging sucks. I think that is stuck because yeah, I hate this packaging. Hate it with all of my heart. Really, she could have done so much better with this packaging. I think that I broke this part right here. It is disgusting. I hate this packaging. The concealer, the formula, it's beautiful. I think that it looks nice, but the packaging, my gosh, it is the worst in the whole history of packaging. Yes, I took it out. This one is from ColourPop and it is the Pretty Fresh concealer. I don't remember using this concealer. I do have mine in the shade medium 20F2. I don't remember about this concealer. I don't even remember wearing it. I don't remember how I feel about this concealer. I'm actually feeling a little bit of a burning sensation already on my hand, not even under my eyes. And it doesn't smell very well. It smells very like chemical, and I don't like that, so I am going to toss it. So here is a concealer from Makeup Forever, and I love this one. This one is the Ultra HD, and I do have mine in the shade 34, and I love this concealer. And I'm actually going to put it aside just to put it on my everyday drawer, just because this shade right here will definitely work for me right now that I have a little bit of a tan. And I love this concealer. So good. I have this Jouer Concealer in the shade Biscotti, and I remember loving this concealer very much. Full coverage, really nice, lovely shade, and I am going to remember to wear it. This one from Kosas, absolutely stunning. It might be a little bit too bright for me right now. It is in the shade 04, but I love this concealer. It's so pretty. I love the undertone of it. I love how it blends. It's just such a nice, beautiful, hydrating, full coverage concealer. It does not crease on me. It's just so long lasting, and I absolutely love this concealer. This one is from the Dior Backstage line in 2W, and for some reason I don't know how I'm feeling about this concealer. I don't remember loving it right away, but I do need to try it because I know a lot of people are hyping it up right now, but I don't remember really like super falling in love with this concealer, so I do need to try it a couple of more times. So I am going to put the effort into trying this concealer and getting back to you guys. This one is the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in the shade NW25, and I am 100% sure that this concealer right here, it is way too dark for me. Maybe not. And I remember loving this concealer. I mean, who didn't, right? Wow. Okay, smells good. Doesn't smell expired, so I am going to keep it. This one is the High Coverage Creamy Concealer from Huda Beauty, and I do have mine in the shade Cotton Candy. I actually had a different shade, but I did give it to my sister just because she was wanting a new concealer, and I remember this concealer being a little bit too light for me. Yeah, Cotton Candy is definitely a little too light, so I am going to keep it in my collection when I am not as tan, but this concealer I do really like. So I went ahead and purchased this concealer, which I remember loving so much. This one is the H Rewind Concealer from Maybelline, and it is in the shade Medium. I haven't opened it yet. I'm not going to open it right now just to swatch it for you guys. I hate that sponge, but it's so much better than the Charlotte Tilbury. I'm sorry. This one is from Urban Decay, and it is the Naked Skin Concealer, and it is a lightweight complete coverage concealer, and I have mine in the shade Medium Light Warm. I've never used this concealer. It has been in my collection for a very long time. I don't know why I've never used it, but it's looking pretty good. Super matte. There's no radiance to it. Wow, okay. So I am going to try this concealer soon just because it is new to me, but I need to give it a go. I'm also going to be keeping my color correcting from Charlotte Tilbury, and this one is in the shade 2 Medium. And I absolutely love this palette right here from Makeup Forever. As you can see, I've used it so much, and I love this shade to color correct, especially when I feel like my under eyes are like super dark. I love this palette. And the last two concealers that I have in my collection are these two right here from Huda Beauty. These are called the Full Filter Concealers, and these are pretty new. I do have two shades. This one is in the shade Nougat. It's a little bit too light for me. I wish it was just a little, like a shade darker with this undertone. I love this yellow undertone just to brighten my under eyes. And this one is in the shade Snowflake, which again, it's a little bit more neutral. And the only bad thing, I don't know if you can see that, but the only bad thing is that it is a little messy. Like as soon as you open it up, there's going to be concealer everywhere. So if you are wearing a white shirt or any kind of clothes whatsoever, just be careful when you open it up because it is a little messy. But this one is Snowflake. The concealer itself is a really good, solid, full coverage concealer. It blends like a dream and it feels like super lightweight on your skin. I did actually do a whole video with this concealer and trying other makeup, but I love this concealer. So far, so good. Just the packaging is a little messy, but that's it. So like I knew that I was not going to do so well on this video in decluttering my concealers just because I do love so many of them. These four right here are definitely going to go away, but the rest of them are going to stay. So let me just put everything back in my little drawer. Alright guys, so everything is nice and organized and back in the drawer. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for your time, your love and support. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and I will see you next time. Bye.